Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Ben Dedowith on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who stands to my right. Have you stated your name yet?
No. Can you state your name, please?
Terrence Robinson. My mother is present.
Set for preliminary examination. At this time, the people are unable to proceed as to count one and would ask that this be remanded on count two.
You dismiss count one.
Your Honor, we have no objection to dismissing count one. We would like to address bond.
Count one is dismissed. His not guilty plea will continue as to count two. So remanded 14A2 District Court. I'll set a pretrial in this for
March 13th at 11 a.m.
March 13th, 2025, 9 a.m.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. before Judge Barr.
Your Honor, as to bond, my client did appear on his own, he tells me, and the court had remanded him because he admitted to the court that he was not going to pass the drug test. I think that shows that my client is on the road to recovery. He's interested in his sobriety. He was honest with the court. He can be
Well,
released
at a point, he was honest.
My understanding is the court asked what would happen if you were drug tested, and he said, I would fail for cocaine.
I said I may.
Well, that and a series of other drugs.
No.
And then, well, okay. He rolled the tape, but on his way out, and why I say he was kind of honest on his way out, he then started to change his mind and said, I'd be clean.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
Well, today I do believe he would pass the test for cocaine because he's been in for more than 3 days. I think that would be out of his system. But my client does have a really great job offer to be a forklift operator, making $22.51 an hour. He has some previous forklift experience, but R&L Carriers is going to train him. He is able to live with either his mother or his wife, who is the complaining witness in this case. The court did not want to go for that, but I believe the complaining witness is okay with no assaultive contact and him living with her if he's compliant with CMH, which I think the court can order that.
He has a Suboxone prescription, right?
Yes. He has other Seroquel. There's other medications as well.
Right, but one of the court's concern as he was listing off sort of his panoply of drugs that he had taken is that the combination of some of those could kill him. And so that was, so that you know, the court's primary concern, because I'm not sure that he has his drug use under control.
May I speak for first bench?
You can go ahead, but I mean, I'll just tell you, I think that you were honest with me when you were telling me what you were using. Is that you're going to end up dead. If
no.
You don't. Okay, you can tell me not, but I'm just telling you.
I understand what you're saying though, because previously I did have a real bad problem with heroin and mixing and shooting, but that's way behind me, Your Honor. I don't even know why I said the things that I said that day, but
you were under the influence. So telling me the truth, but you had been using clear.
Yeah, but not the drugs that I've been clean from and I've been sobriety.
Remember complaining about
but I did
not getting your medication?
Yeah, they took my meds, and since then I got that taken care of though. So and then I was going to comply with CMH, and like I said, I got a job offer with R&L Carriers because the bills are piling up with my wife with the rent and stuff, and I'm the one who takes care of the bills, Your Honor. So it's kind of I'm in a rough house, in a rough spot. But I assure you, Your Honor, if you do give me back the PR, I will respond. Of course, I will respond to whatever you have me drop or whatnot. Because I do meetings online in recovery with my peer coach and things. Other than that, I do paint and stain mastermind.
This is a heartbreaking moment. Forget the legal drama. This is real-life pressure erupting on camera. When defendants start talking about bills, family, and keeping the lights on, it's no longer a courtroom scene, it's a survival scene.
And just my company, I do painting. I'm actually in the middle of a drywall job. And I'm finishing up as well, but yeah, the bills are behind and stuff. Your Honor, I just throw myself at the mercy of the court. I miss my family.
They're going to miss you.
I'm not going to die, Your Honor.
Yeah, look, I don't know how you tell me that.
Yeah,
I wish you could see how you looked when you came in. You were a mess.
Yeah. Yeah,
you were telling me all kinds of things, and then all of a sudden, when I asked you what would show up in your system, and maybe Mr. Denworth is right. I give you credit because you started listing off a bunch of drugs. Then you started talking about self-medicating. You were just talking.
Yeah, I apologize, Your Honor. Like I said, it was a struggle for me to get my meds back. However, CMH, I was able to get a hold of them. They were able to get my meds over to, starts with a G. And it's a very low dose of Suboxone.
Okay. It's a low dosage until you start mixing it with other stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that, Your Honor. And I'll be compliant with whatever drug test, Your Honor, that's so far behind me. I don't even know why. I honestly feel like I would have dropped clean of cocaine, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I said that, but I was under a lot of pressure, and I couldn't believe that I was even being, locked up in the first place because, I've never had any violent type of anything on my record like this. So I'm the one who called, the cops to try to help me so I can leave. But since then, like I told my wife, I said, we got to do some counseling.
Here's the thing. Until and I won't see it, you can present, I think, a plan in place to Judge Barr about what he's going to do to try to ensure, in great part, his safety, his lack, or he's not using in some way, lashing out in a violent way, because I think it escalates you. And so I am not going to change his bond at this point in time. You can raise the issue before Judge Barr once there's a plan in place. But at this point,
if you don't mind, you said you would put me on the. You said next time you see me that you would put me on the tether, and I said I will do the drug drop for you. Remember, because I was like, I don't know that other judge, because I was like, he's making me guilty, right? Before I'm even seen guilty, he's putting me on.
Oh, I remember everything.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever seen that, so I was in shock. And I said, like, Judge, now, if you put me on PR and you send me home so I can go to work and take care of my family, I will be compliant. I will drop for you. I don't do drugs, John. I don't.
Understand. It's not my issue, really, with you. My issue with you is there's not a plan in place. You've gotten yourself to the point, basically, you're out of control. All I'm asking, and all I'm saying to present to Judge Barr, is a plan in place that has its treatment component. You're back in touch with CMH, correct? You need to work with them to get a plan in place that sort of lays everything out for you.
Well, that was the thing. I had one in plan. What they did was they wrote down the wrong address. That I had signed for.
Robinson?
Which was,
Robinson.
if you don't
You want me to get the video and just play it so you could see yourself?
Your Honor,
No, really, Mr. Robinson, you need to.
I need a haircut. I know that.
What?
I need a haircut. I know that. I know I look bad. Like I said, I don't do drugs. I'm
It
clean.
has nothing to do with
I
your
take care of my family, Your Honor. locking me up is not helping my family at all because we're behind in DT. It's going to be shut off for your kids to live there. And I don't think it's not fair to my wife that she has to suffer and the kids. And I got a job offer on the table. It's just sad. It's truly sad, you know. But hey, I'll lock back up. That's what you want me to do.
It's not an issue about them wanting to do that.
Because I'll be complying with CMH. Like I said, I was compliant. They got my meds over there, very low dose of Suboxone, in which I really don't really need them. I just want the boost bar.
See, and that's where the problem is. They're not going to be just giving you stuff that you don't need. Man, what do you want to tell me?
That he was trying to get into the lighthouse facility because around November, but they were full. They said that they were pulling it back. They had an interview there. So I can witness that he was trying to get into the treatment.
I don't doubt any of that. I don't doubt that he may have realized that he was spiraling, but he had gotten himself to a point that I think, were you here that day? I don't know. But I'm just going to tell you, he had gotten himself to a point that he was.
This is the judge's final gut punch. She isn't sugarcoating anything because sugarcoating is what gets people killed. This moment is pure, raw judicial reality. Question for you. Do you prefer judges who stay blunt like this or ones who stay strictly procedural?
Sort of way beyond where you needed to be at that point. So if they had offered him a bed, then, you know, I will leave his bond where it is. I will indicate that he can be released to inpatient so that if a bed does become available, that he can be released to that program.
I bet you're right. The reason that I was going to inpatient is because I couldn't go home to my wife.
Wow. That's my...
I couldn't go home to my wife, so that's the reason why I was going into treatment. I said, that's the only way I can have a bed and be able to go through this trial thing. And that when I really don't have a drug problem, Your Honor, I really don't.
Yes, you do. You do.
I have a mental disability.
That may come along with it, but you have a drug problem too.
And I've been being treated for that.
Mom, what did you want to say?
I go to work every day.
Sir, you're his mother.
What they're not looking at is, Terrence didn't grow up just to have a drug problem. Terrence has been in a car accident, hit walking down the street with brain damage. This is where his problem relies at. So they started him on, I took care of him for 6 months while his leg was broken, his head was gashed. And that started his problem. The doctor started putting him on Vicodin, and he kept double dosing him. And this is how his drug happened. If you go back.
Ma'am, I'm just going to say this. I
just think he needs a doctor and not all this other stuff. He needs a doctor.
Ma'am, thank you. I'm concerned about where you are when you showed up, all right?
Sure, couldn't go home.
Let's just listen, Mr. Robinson. How it got to this point for you is almost secondary in a way. And that's because you are where you are right now. I want you to get help with your drug problem so that then other issues can be dealt with. But you're not there right now. And that's the problem. The worst thing in the world, and I'll be blunt with you. Okay. Given how you were here that day, telling me what you were telling me, if I let you go right now without any treatment, I'm going to have your wife and your mother putting you in a coffin and burying you. No, don't shake your head at me, because that's what's good. Because you were that out of control. All right. I'm not doing it because I hate you. I'm not doing it because I dislike you at all. I'm not doing it for any of those reasons. I want you, and I believe in your heart, you want to take care of your family. I really do. But you got to be in a position to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue his bond. I will allow release on a PR to inpatient. They can work with the jail if they find something before time of the sentencing, then that will allow his release to that program.
And I can provide that order to the clerk of the court.
Yes, you can provide it to Ann, and I'll sign off on it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Honor.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Adam Watkins.
Matter of Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Okay. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Adam Watkins.
Okay. I had issued an order to show cause. You have not been arraigned on this case, and I want to arraign you on the charges or the charge. The citation alleges that on or about January 7th, 2025, at the location of Michigan Avenue near US 23 in Pittsfield Township, that you were found in possession of drug paraphernalia contrary to Pittsfield Township ordinances. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
Yes, sir.
That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, please.
All right. This is a public defender case.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Watkins. We will waive further readings, standing to the charges, and ask for another pretrial date, please.
And then have a wait for a reading statement. The court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to March 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Set the defendant's bond at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. I will order. Yes, sir.
I'm going to be in rehab. I got next 10 days. I'm going to be going into rehab for at least 30 days.
When are you going in?
Within the next 10 days. I'm in the process of getting hold of the number to the distribution center.
Okay. Where are you doing this rehab?
This is for
The court?
yes.
Okay. Do you have paperwork indicating that?
On me, I do not. I just went to court yesterday for it. It's either 30 days in
So
jail.
here's what I'm going to do. You're going to need to get that paperwork to your attorneys here.
Okay.
Okay. So that they can show the court, but I'm going to leave it set for the 19th.
But then to bring it up here to the court, I feel like I'll have it within the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be sending me the number from Canton for the distribution center. And then I don't know exactly. Okay. To you, bro.
Out there and
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Under standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, there should be no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal drug use. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will also sign an order for community corrections regarding testing. At this point, it'd be 2 times per week, but if you're in treatment, then deal with that. If I were to give you a test today, you gonna come back clean?
Nope.
I didn't think so. What have you been using?
Look, okay. It's been 3 days or so, but it's still probably come back dirty.
What do you mean it's been 3 days?
I haven't used anything in the past couple of days. But it's still, I don't think it'd come back clean, to answer your question.
Well, your bond on your other case in Plymouth, you're not supposed to be using.
Yeah, this is all right.
What?
That's why I'm going into rehab.
Are you testing out there?
Not to just starting everything. I just went to court yesterday.
Let me just tell you. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. Allen. Young man,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this once.
Yeah.
When was the last time you used?
It's been about 4 days. Yeah, the honest answer is, I can't give you an exact date, but it's been within 3 to 4 days, Your Honor. To be completely honest with the courts. That's one of the reasons I'm going.
This is the judge's final gut punch. She isn't sugarcoating anything because sugarcoating is what gets people killed. This moment is pure, raw judicial reality. Question for you. Do you prefer judges who stay blunt like this or ones who stay strictly procedural?
Going into rehab because of my lack of control.
Where are you going to rehab?
I'm still, I gotta get a hold of their 34th is sending me the number to the distribution center. I haven't gotten it yet. As soon as they get it to me, I'll know exactly that. And I can give the courts the information that I have at that point in time.
When did 34th order you to?
No, not 34th, 36th Plymouth. Yesterday. I was just in court yesterday.
Okay. And they ordered you to rehab?
Yes. Is it 30 days in
What
jail?
judge?
Your Honor, I found the case, if I may.
Yes, go ahead, Mr.
It's before Judge Giroux in 31st and 35th. It does look like he appeared yesterday and pled. Their ROAs look a little bit different than ours. It's a little bit difficult to understand, but it looks like he was sentenced yesterday at noon. It says optional jail term, but that's all I can really see. Optional term 30 days. But it looks like that's all it says, really. About his sentence.
But it doesn't say anything about treatment?
It doesn't really tell me. Well, it says probation. It's pretty unclear. It says there's a bunch of entries with description. It says crime rights assessment. Oh, those are the fees. Optional jail term, probation, monetary transaction. He paid $125. Scheduled to report to jail 6/20/25. So that may be what he's referring to. When
you got a jail sentence?
If I may, Your Honor, my client seems to be the understanding that if he were to complete the inpatient rehab, he would not have to do that jail sentence, which I believe that might be why then his report date is in June 2025. If so, maybe that jail time will not actually be imposed if he does that rehab.
Right, because it says optional term.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do they know you've been using?
No.
Yeah.
I think that's why I chose to go to rehab versus going to jail. I think rehab would be better for me than going to sitting in jail for 30 days versus going to the rehab. That's what I need. I think personally.
Well, I understand that, but that's not my issue right now. Did somebody bring you here?
Yes.
Okay, so, but my question really is, does the other court know that you've been using?
They have not dropped me yet.
Pardon?
They have not dropped me, no, sir, Your Honor.
Did you talk with anybody at the other court, their probation department, anybody?
Yes, I have.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I think when you give me that 3 to 4 days, I think you've used more recently.
No, sir.
Just by the way that you're acting.
No, I've not used today at all. I've not. I promise, of course, I'm going to use it's been at least 3 or 4 days. I'm a little nervous right now, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to set the defendant's bond at a $15,000. I'll just do a 10% bond, but if he's got it, he can pay it. I'll set a special pretrial or at least review of his bond on March 12th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That's my sentencing docket. But that way he's not in the wait. Ms. Payton, Ms. Farney, if you get information more specific for me from the other court as to what he's supposed to do, then I'll consider his release. But at this point, he's not leaving here.
Yes, Your Honor.